Well, good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and update 32 dropped yesterday. So we have a lot to talk about, including brand new stable masters in Trollshaws.
Greetings to you.
So it looks like we are going to have to go seek out all our stables all over again. Yay for that. But there is a lot in the patch notes that we need to talk about. So, among other things, the Erebor housing has dropped, and I think we'll be going out there to take a look at that on Saturday. So we're going to go look at the new Dwarven premium housing. And like I said, we have new stables. We have a stable master that is actually closer to the last homely house, which, that's nice. I mean, I never did really mind the ride from the stables to Elrond, but I guess some people did, so they've added an extra stable here. They've also added extra stables to other locations, including the new area, which is the Angle of Mitheithel. Mitheithel? I am going to have to figure out how to say that one because I can't get my tongue around it. Alright, so there's our
What can I do for
stable. And from this stable, nope, we still cannot get to any of our usual stables, so well, that's not fun. I worked so hard to get these stables, and now I have to get them again. Oh, well, let's see. I'm going to be lazy here. Where is where's Thorinhad? There's Thorinhad. We're going to do this the easy way. Yes, I just spent a mithril coin to use a stable, but I just don't feel like riding all the way down Rivendell Valley to get to this stable. So yes, we have the angle, I'm just going to call it the angle for now. And if we look at the map, which unfortunately they have updated the map to the new and uglier version, if you ask me. So we have all this that we already know about, and then down in here is the angle. And it's got quests, it's got new ruins to explore, and yes, we will be doing some of that. So, yeah, we have lost all our stables. I'm a little upset about that.
What do you need?
It means I've got to go find the stable where the spiders are, and the stables near Nantornace. Oh. Alright, so, what have they done? Well, we're going to start with some easy stuff. For all my free-to-play players, premium players, and those who are considering playing but don't want to spend the money, they have added some quality of life features for you, including the fact that they have, oh hush, they have lifted the gold cap for all players. So instead of being limited and having to buy the unlock in the store, it's a given. Everybody from free to play on up can have a maximum of 9,999 gold. They have also unlocked the premium wallet for everyone. So all those special festival tokens, taxidermy items, all the little instance tokens, all that stuff, automatically going to go into your wallet. You're not going to have to worry about figuring out where am I going to put this junk anymore. So, yay for that. And, if I remember right, there was another quality of life added for free to play. And that was that traits will automatically unlock for everybody now. You don't have to buy those in the store anymore. So that's a bonus for everybody too. This was stuff that they were making money on, and they're pretty much giving it away for everybody. So it's going to be, like I said, quality of life upgrade for all the free-to-play players. Of course, it does make me wonder what they have in plan for monetization in the future. Still, it's a great update. Now, what else do we have? Here what I said. Class, race, and virtue trait slots will not automatically unlock when a character hits the required level, regardless of subscription status or purchase. This does not apply to Monster Play, though. I just want to point that out. If anybody was interested in Player versus Monster Play, it doesn't apply there. There is Erebor housing, and that Erebor housing is available in Erebor. You can go look at it by visiting the broker's office in Bree, as well as in Tumnudum in Erebor. Players can own as many personal premium houses as they wish, but kinships can only own one premium house. Okay. And you've got 12 different base premium houses, 1 special base premium house, 6 deluxe premium houses, and 1 premium kinship house. You have a full suite of town services and social spaces. There's new exterior music and ambient environment hooks. Swimmable gold coins, which we'll check that out on Saturday. And there's a life-size chess/checkerboard in the Erebor housing, so if you had enough players, you could play a life-size game of chess or checkers. That actually sounds kind of fun if you could get enough people to do it. There is a new raid. It's the Hidden Horde of Abnankara. Abnankara? Another word that I don't know how to pronounce, but okay. They made a lot of changes to the classes. They made some changes to crafting. In housing, the Cape of Belfalis and Rohan housing interiors now support multiple music hooks. They also support exterior ambient environment and music hooks. So you can actually have music outside your house as well as inside it. There's a big list under items. Quest and adventure areas. I guess they have updated some French and German translations for our European friends. So that's good. The system now refers to traceries correctly in the new LI system, instead of calling them essences when unslotted. Well, that's also good. That could be confusing. Of course, as far as I'm concerned, the whole new LI system is a confusing mess, and I'm not really all that keen on getting started on it. So, what else have they updated? Because they have updated a whole lot of stuff. Quest and adventure areas. We're not going to read every bit of it, because it is a lot. And I'll leave a link in the description box to the patch notes so you can see everything. But they have updated the featured instances, which I never do, so it doesn't matter. But if y'all are in a group and that's something you want to do, well, they've added some to the rotation. They've included Dungeons of Dol Guldur, Fornost, Wraith of Water, Seat of the Great Goblin, Irebur's Peak, Sword Hall of Dol Guldur, and Barad Guldur. So I recognize most of those. I've done a couple of them at least once. Like, I've done Fornost like once or twice way back in the day when I was in a kinship that had people that did that type of stuff. I've seen, I think, Seat of the Great Goblin before. I'm not sure if I've seen Sword Hall of Dol Guldur. But they've clarified some dialogue in chapter 6.1, The Artist and the Apprentice, to make it clear which characters advance the quest. Very good, because I imagine that could be confusing and frustrating if you're doing a quest and you don't know who does what. I guess they've done some stuff to Fate of Gundabad. The level requirement from Rivendell to Gathforthnear has been adjusted from 125 down to 20. Okay, let me explain something here. You really don't want to be going out to Gathforthnear at level 20. The stuff starts at about level 50. So if you're headed out there at level 20, you're gonna get smashed. I mean, even my level 43 stuff, my little level 43 character here, would get smashed. Just saying. Don't do it. You don't want to. Monsters above level 60 now have a small base critical defense rating. The wargs for corrupted heirlooms no longer count as Northdown creatures, so they will no longer trigger deeds, but especially not when you find them in Rohan. So I guess apparently people were discovering that wargs out in Rohan counted for the Northdown rogue deed, or warg deed. That's kind of funny. I don't think I ever came across that issue myself, but that's funny. Let's see. What have we updated for the Runekeeper? Some Runekeeper damage over time pulse rates have been increased. The number of pulses is unchanged, so the durations are now shorter. The total damage is the same, but overall DPS is higher. Writ of Fire pulse rate has gone from 4 to 3 seconds, and Scathing Mockery has had its pulse rate lowered from 6 to 3 seconds. Fire, Frost, and Lightning skills are now labeled correctly in their tooltips. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Because you can see, like, this is lightning. We know Shocking Touch is lightning. Why do I feel like I should be changing my... Alright, let's... Oh, might help if I unlocked quick slots. Let's move everything over here. I usually have all my lightning in one place, and it looks like I have at least one lightning up top. The shocking words, well, it says it's a tactical, but I consider it lightning. This is frost. This is frost. This is frost. I'm going to put the runestone down here, so I remember to use it more often. This is that tactical, tactical, tactical. See, they say that Shocking Touch is tactical, but I would consider it lightning. Speak no evil. Final word. Yeah, they're tactical. Interrupts induction being performed by foe. I have to start remembering to use that. Okay, we're done looking at that. But, so they've made some minor adjustments. It sounds like in the downward, maybe making them less powerful. Hopefully that's not the way I'm reading it. Okay, over this way. Up. Now we are looking for our hush. As long as we have this stable and Thornhead and Rivendell, we can get the others later.
How can I be of service?
So, we have a bug chasing us. Very good. Now, if I remember right, another stable they have added is one for the last bridge. So we're going to go and take a look and see if this is true. Am I going the right way? Yes. The road's up here. Now, they did make some tweaks to every class, although not all of them got, like, a ton of tweaks. I mean, Minstrel got one tweak. Hunter got 3 of them. Loremaster got 1 or 2. Now, the one that seems to have gotten tweaked the most is the Brawler. And they got a whole laundry list of tweaks. So, luckily, we have not played the Brawler much yet. And I do believe once we get Medriel to Moria, we'll give Pistula a little love. Because, well, we haven't seen much of our cute little hobbit. So, we'll say hi to her. Get her a few quests under her belt. Play around with her a little. I mean, she's a hobbit. She's in the Shire, and we have not done the Shire stuff yet. Uh-huh. So this is a new stable. This has never been here before.
Megavanen.
Megavanen. Sweet eye melon. So now, we've gotten that, and let's step away from here. Now, which way are we headed? We're headed this way because this is where the new stuff is. Or where the new stuff starts. And I've only gotten a sneak peek of this. Got a cursory look at this place last night, but that was about it. I've not done a single of the quest here, and I do believe this area is right in, yeah, it is right in our level range. Oh, excuse me. Rude much. I was talking to these nice people, and you interrupted me. New deed, be Slayer of the Angle. Okay, wonderful.
Sweet-eyed Malon.
We have quests for level 40 to 45 here. And like I said, it's right in our level range. So we are going to be doing the Angle. And so convenient that it's right here in the Trollshaws, where we're at right now. I'm happy about that. And before we get started on the quest, was there anything else we wanted to talk about in the patch notes? Or the update notes? They are introducing legendary items reward track. Now it says here, The legendary item reward track is now available to all players starting at level 45. This track can be accessed through menu, character/reward track. As you play the game and collect item XP, it'll progress the track throughout the season. And if you get all the way to the end, there is a repeatable goal for more rewards. We'll refresh the track every season, and the frequency, drop rate, and kind of rewards will change over time. The legendary item reward track is account-based, so all of your characters on each world will contribute to the reward track, and you can select the reward on whatever character you prefer. And they have an article that talks more about that. I don't care. I mean, some people might like that, and So, all your characters that earn IXP will contribute to the reward track. IXP is awarded in a way that players at all levels contribute equivalent progress to the track. The item level reward track is focused on your legendary items and currently includes rewards such as enhancement runes, sealed tracery boxes, embers of enchantment, tracery token boxes, ancient script, and more. The legendary item reward track has 101 levels with 100 levels to achieve, and then 101 first level that repeats until the following season's release. Like I said, I don't care. It doesn't sound all that interesting. It just sounds like another level of grind. But if you're interested in that, if you look at the patch notes, you will see a link to find out more information about that. I'm kind of like with the Hobbit boxes. I'm just going to ignore it. Let's see what we have here. Oh, we sold some of that stuff we put on the AH. Well, that's very good. Somebody might be getting some use out of that stuff. I'm glad. Yeah. Somebody bought like 6 or 7 of those pieces got bought. I'm very happy. Alright, but I think that is essentially everything that's important in the patch notes. Of course, there is more information about the new raid. Oh, well, it's not out yet. It says it's arriving soon, but there's information about it. I've already covered everything that needs to be known about Erebor housing, legendary item track, the angle, which we're in now. If you have a specific class, you want to see what the updates on those were. There's a whole big long thing for classes. There's a little bit about crafting. Nothing super duper important there. Yeah, I mean, there's more stuff in here, but like I said, we're not going to read every little bit because I would end the day sounding like Marge Simpson's sisters. Megovanen. My name is Nernian, and I am here to study the ruins of Hod Arthade. Alas, they are occupied by looters, thieves, and worse. As I am delayed in my exploration until the land is cleared, might I impose a boon upon you? If you find anything interesting while you're among the rocks or delving into the hills, I would appreciate it greatly if you would bring it to me. So we want to complete the lost treasure of Hod Arthade and complete the crumbling halls of Glenafon. And before we continue, because I do not wish to be disturbed today, where am I? Oh, wait, yeah. Under options, social, and we will not be enabling fellowship requests today. We will resume that after we're done here, but I don't wish to get interrupted right now.
Stay a moment.
Welcome to Hod Arthade, the Tomb of Kingdoms. This is Gerond, a camp from which we watch over the northern reaches of the Angle. You have arrived just in time. My father has called me to his side, but I have been loth to leave the Angle, as there is yet much work to do. If you are able to take up my task, however, I will return to Rivendell with a lighter heart. South of the camp, perched high above the river, is Mitheithel. Long have swarming enemies defiled the once grand stronghold of the Noldor. I bid you travel up the winding way to Mitheithel. Somewhere outside the gate you will find my scout, Merleg, who has been waiting for assistance. Deliver to her this letter of introduction and lend her what aid you may. Okay, so. Oh, this is Elladan, one of Elrond's boys. And I have another task for you, if you are willing. A couple, most advanced in age as far as men go, passed through my camp recently. The Maythorns are on their way down to meet their son, a ranger living in Tornhad. The couple refused to turn back, and I was unable to offer them an escort. If you happen to be traveling that way, please look for them and give what help you may. The roads south are dangerous, and the elders are not the sort who can protect themselves against the threats of the Angle. So we have to go find an old couple and make sure they're not dead.
How may I help you today?
And let's see what we have. Some barter items here. What do we have? We have ports. We have okay, so this is just a port skill. This one is specifically for hunters. Well, I guess my hunter's gonna have to do some of this so she can get that. And this one's specifically for wardens. An empty bucket planter. A bucket planter wisteria. Ooh. Decorations I like. Tome of the brown marble wolf dog. Tome of the cinder hawk. Tome of the light gray squirrel. I like the little squirrel ones, but
What can I do for you?
there's not a lot of difference between gray and light gray, so having that is a bit repetitive. Just saying. Rid of that. We'll hold on to that. That's something we might want to sell. Hold on to that. That. Anything else I should hold on to? Is there anything else in here that's unlocked that shouldn't be unlocked? Bound. Oh, this is a bound item. I can sell that. It's a bound item that I could never use because I don't use shields at all. Okay. So, we'll do some repairs. And anybody else have anything for me? Or are we all done here? We're all good? Alright. Get on our horse. And I have no idea where we are in here. You see, I do not like this. I cannot see anything with these new maps. Dear Standing Stone Games, please quit messing with the maps in the game. These are ugly and unreadable. Thank you.
Will you lend me your ear?
Megovanen, stranger. You are come to the Angle, but in a southerly direction rather than a northerly. That is curious indeed. I have found that travels in this land do so mainly on their way to somewhere else. So it is with me. I am not long to remain here in the Angle. The elf smiles briefly. But I have forgotten my manners. Let me cure this lack at once. I am called Ravadron, and I came to the Angle some time ago on an errand given me by the son of Elrond. Ah, you are known to them. Then let us be friends as well, for we share similar purpose to make the wild safe for those good folk who dwell there. It will be no great burden for you to aid me then in this, will it? For there is something I must do, but I have been putting it off for some later. Let us first face what danger presents themselves to us here in the Angle, and then perhaps you will help me again. So we need to defeat threatening foes in the Angle. The last friendship. Ancient arches. This is certainly the road. Yeah. There are several roads. Where am I? See, this is what I don't like. I cannot see anything on this map. Ah, there I am. Okay. Look at these ruins. Oh, that's impressive. Yep. We're totally getting a screenshot of this. I'm not even apologizing for sightseeing today. New deed. Enemies of the Angle. What do we have here? We have a Smereleg.
What can I do for you?
Eldon sent you, has he? He writes that you have helped our cause and are to be trusted. Very well. If you are of a mind, I could certainly use the aid.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
You stand below the ruins of Mitheithel. Once a great stronghold of our people, it is now lies rotting and crumbled. Servants of the enemy have infiltrated these once formidable walls and sullied the ground. You seek to aid our cause? Do what you may to thin their ranks, and I shall reward you greatly. Keep an eye out for their captain as well. I have heard tell he's a nasty brute. So, we're getting marks. We're getting reputation with defenders of the Angle, and we're getting marks of the Angle here, as well as a little coin. Okay. Sounds like a good time, and of course, it does look like people are doing this. Oh, what do we have here? This is Mitheithel.
Would
Oh,
you
you
do
startled
something
me.
for me?
Well met, traveler. I am Mitheithel, ranger of these woodlands, but I ask that you keep your voice low, for I am tracking down a voracious band of thieves. I trailed the brigands to this ruin, but now I see they are mostly orcs here. The ranger peers nervously about. There have been a few orc raids through these woods of late, and recently we brawled a good while. Fear not, for I survived with nary a scratch, but those blasted thieves made off with my lucky talisman. It is a charm we rangers keep for good luck while on the hunt. You ask him if he fought with the orcs or with brigands, and he peers into the distance. Oh, you know, both really. There were quite a lot of them. This might go a lot faster if you were to aid me in this endeavor. You do look capable enough. All I need is my talisman. You could keep any other treasure we find. So what do you say? Care to help me retrieve my lucky charm and slay some orcs? Let's say. So I need to defeat some orcs and find this guy's talisman, and that's no ranger. I'm sorry. I don't know who he actually is, but he is not a ranger. And, well, it's a nasty looking place. Oh, it's a party. Alright, your turn. Somebody else shooting at me? Oh, you are. Oh, hi. How you doing? That guy's still shooting at me. Okay. Alright. There's a lot of orcs in here. You know, when I ran through here last night, it was on a level 136 characters, so I didn't really notice how many orcs were actually in here. But there's actually a fair number of them. Ooh, a boss. So, okay. Did we do what this guy wanted? Yes, apparently we
How
did.
can I be of service?
You're back. Any luck? You shake your head. His expression breaks for a moment, but he quickly regains his smile. Some results on my end. I'm afraid. Oh well, I'm sure it will turn up. I could have sworn. No matter. Thanks for your help all the same. I will think on this and perhaps wander the area further southeast beyond the old hobbit burrow. That is the life of a ranger, is it not? Until we meet again. Okay, so he's just giving up that easily. And what hobbit burrow southeast of here? Now that made me curious. Southeast. See, I'm here. South. East. Okay. Oh, Raygon's over here. Does that mean there's a hobbit burrow in here somewhere? Interesting. I don't think there would be.
What do you need?
I commend you. With your help, the enemy will gain no stronger foothold in these lands. Here's what I promised you.
Will you lend me your ear?
Between Eldon's note and your accomplishments here, I am willing to trust you with a task, if you're willing. Take this report to Thalathril. She is at Tham Lumern, a camp to the northeastern part of the land. Your assistance in this will mean that I can continue my watch here, yet still provide her with the information she needs. It is highly probable that she could use your help as well. Alright, so we do still need to find an old couple. We have not found them yet. Let's see if we can't go seek them out. So my first my first thoughts of this new area is it's pretty enough. I like the fog at I like the fog at night. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that's good. Sorry. Not sorry. I need to quit saying sorry just because I want a screenshot. Alright. and talk to you.
What can I do for you?
Very good, my new friend. You are most adept at facing such threats as these. It is little wonder that Eladin and Elra here trust you so. Did they send you on such a mission as they sent me? I was directed here in search of dark servants of the enemy, riders in black, that ran afoul of the defense of Umladris. Perhaps I should speak no more of them. Elra here was most clear that it was a matter of some secrecy. Ravadron mimes locking his lips with a key and hanging it on an invisible chain around his neck. Let us say instead that I found no sign of our quarry, and leave it at that. Even so, my search was not fruitless, for I did find something that is now quite dear to me. I befriended a family of woodcutters, the Staghorns. They live not far from here, and now I cherish their friendship, the last friendship I will ever make in Middle-earth. For my steps will now take me to the Grey Havens, and I will sail into the west, and this chapter of mine will be ended. He laughed suddenly. Perhaps the Staghorns will not be the last friendship I make here, for I had not counted upon meeting you. But if you will accompany me to their cottage and help me say goodbye, I would value your assistance most highly, for I have been putting it off. They live in a pleasant cottage to the southeast, beyond the old village of Glenafon. Alright, so we need to find the elderly couple. We also need to find these people that our new friend wishes to say goodbye to before he sails west. Boy, it's pretty. It is pretty. I mean, it's a tiny bit generic. I've heard people say it's a lot generic and it's just kind of plain looking. It's not really plain looking to me. It matches the Trollshaws very well, which may lend to that illusion that it's plain, because they did a really good job kind of melding it in with the rest of the area. And that actually makes me pretty happy. But I don't think it's plain. You have spotted a caravan. Maybe I should get off my horse first.
How can I be of
Greetings,
service?
fellow traveler. Oh, Eladin sent you, did he? Huh. I knew he would not be able to let us alone. We do not need help. Well, that is, we did not need help. Until a few moments ago. He sighs, wringing his hands. I am Waltney Maythorn the second, and this is my wife, Garen Maythorn. We're traveling south to meet our son, Waltney the third, and his family in Tornhad. Trouble is, you see, there's something not of this world on the road ahead, or my horse is pink. Perhaps if you happen to be going that way anyway, you could see whether the road is clear. I would do it myself, of course, but my knee is not what it used to be. Defeat Ostwaren Ravengers. Alright, so he wants me to kill some stuff. And apparently he's none too pleased to be interrupted. Oh, look, we have some oath breakers here. Well, I think we have some oath breakers who we have to teach lessons to. Oh, good. And now we have a new deed. Okay, so a lot of the mobs here are pretty generic to the area. Or pretty generic, because we have Oathbreakers, which first show up in North Downs. We have Craven, which show up just about everywhere. We have Wolves, which show up just about everywhere. We have more Stalkers, so we have Kitty Cats, which I don't want to kill. We have, well, so far nothing new in the mob department. More oath breakers. And this is Ostwaren. Collect an ancient angle artifact. Ah, so this is the Ravenders. Pharaoh spirits. Or fell spirits. Okay. So we're looking for fell spirits in here. This. An ancient artifact. And we need to collect 10 of them. Okay. Well, this quest is kind of reminiscent of ones you'd find in Evendom. Well, granted, when you're an MMO, it is rather difficult to create a myriad of unique quests. You're going to find content that is repeated, sometimes ad nauseum. And fetch quests are kind of one of those ad nauseum things, although finding artifacts, not as much. Okay. So I won't lie, they're not the most exciting quests in the world. But I don't mind quests like this. Alright, come on. And the further in you get to this place, the more of these fell spirits you find. Like they might actually have a source somewhere. Or a coward. I see that. Come up here. Pull this one. Anything in here? Yeah. And probably. Oh, and maybe I should pay a little more attention. Because some of these mobs are actually higher level than me. Well, that's fun. I like that. For a change, I'm in an area that might actually provide me a challenge. Alright, so. Forgotten text is a forgotten text is a scholar thing. A corpse. thought there was something in here. Okay, so we still need to find relics, I think. Oh, there's an ancient artifact. That's right, we were in the process of picking that up when we got attacked. So we need one more ancient artifact, which I guess there's one down here somewhere. Okay. And I do think I need one more of those fell spirits, which I was going to say that's going to be easy enough to find. Talk to the elderly couple. Alright, so head out. Kill this guy on the way out. Alright, now we're gonna get on our horse and go ride back to the old couple. And the fact that the guy knew that there was evil afoot here suggests to me that he's not just some old guy. He was probably a ranger himself at one point.
What can I do for you?
You return. You have my thanks for your assistance, friend. We can press on to Thornhead now. Well, that was nice. Okay, so where are we headed? Gernod. So that's back where we came from. And it's not that far away, so we're going to head there. Oh, look. Those ruins look pretty from here. And I do believe those are the same ruins that are, those are our ruins that are full of arcs now. But from a distance, they still look pretty. You could tell that was an impressive elven structure at one point. It's kind of interesting that they've chosen to take some of these little unused areas and open them up and turn them into zones. Like this one was not very well, I mean, it wasn't used at all. It was blocked off, although, you know, people that had the will found a way to map break and get to areas. But I guarantee you they didn't look like this. They were usually very blank. I guess that's the way you put it. Very minimal graphic tile sets. Just enough that it looked like something from the outside or from a distance, but the closer you got, kind of like a Monet. You know, the closer you get, the worse it looks.
What do you need?
What interesting things have you brought me? I look forward to learning what I can about them. Thank you for keeping them out of the hands of those who would not appreciate them. For their history and artistry, you have my thanks. Okay. Reputation. Now we are getting a new reputation, which, oh, where is it? Defenders of the Angle, and we're about halfway to acquaintance with them. So that's good. We are going to take a quick break and see how much time we have left. If we don't have any time, we'll be continuing this next week, because I did promise a look at the Erebor housing on Saturday. But first, a break. Okay, so we're back, and wow, where did the time go? I looked at the time of the video, and we're already almost at 55 minutes, so we won't be continuing any quests today. I will, however, see if I can't get that other stable before we're done. and we'll get a nice, maybe a little more of a look at the area while we're doing that. So again, like I said, it does reuse a lot of assets from other areas. Although I do find that the way they've arranged everything is nice. And it does match Thornhead pretty well. So that's a bonus, considering it's not Thornhead. You know what I mean. Trollshaws. It matches Trollshaws pretty well. And considering it is technically part of Trollshaws, I would say that's a definite bonus. So I actually commend them for both using assets that they already had and creating a cohesive unit. Now this on the, I guess, yeah, fog would kind of do that. Alright. The quests are a little bit on the generic side so far, but I've never minded the quests. I mean, if you play an MMO, you know that the quests are all samey after a while. Even the best MMO ever ends up with that problem. There's a ring over there. How far are we from the stable, though? We're not that far from the stable, so sorry, rings will have to wait for another time. And the one thing I do have a minor gripe about is the sheer oversaturation of quest and quest regions in this level range. It's getting a little ridiculous because, I mean, you got Foreshell, you've got Angmar, you've got Trollshaws, you've got Wildwood, you've got Evendom, you've got the Angle now. And it's like, can we seriously get some new quest areas in other level ranges instead of right here in this 30 to 50? And here we are at
Hail,
Tornhat.
friend, and well met.
So we have this one. But yeah, other than that complaint, so far I kind of like the area. And it looks like there's a little man village way out here, which, again, kind of has a samey look. I mean, it looks like Brie. I like this, though. I do. I mean, maybe because it's a familiar area. And maybe because I think this was more like what the outskirts of Brie should look like. There should actually be little houses with people hanging out. Well, maybe not hanging out, but doing things. That would be nice to see actually the NPCs moving about their day, actually doing things. Like this guy kind of paths around. Maybe see more NPCs doing, at least doing that, so it looks more active and less like a bunch of lazy bums. Alright, so this is Tornhad, and it's a little bitty man village. It's nice. It's a quaint little village. You know, you have all your busybodies here, though. Everybody's going to be in everybody's business. However, we'll have to put up with everybody's business for now. Next time, we're going to go take a look at the new Erebor housing. And then after that, we'll come back to the Angle and try to finish off the quest in here before we continue with our Trollshaw stuff. And until then, bye for now.